Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today we have a video I'm sure most of you know, but Foodie Beauty and BB's journey seem to have came to an end, and I'm sure that everyone has noticed that a while ago. Here comes Sugar Bear. Let's just try and ignore her, and we will go and visit Sugar Bear. We are going to get to this box in the next video, so stay tuned for that in the next video. But let's get to this. I don't want to make it, go on Shuggles, I don't want to make it a million hours long. We do have a tiny couple, go on Shuggy. We do have a cookie to try. This is the soft baked Prairie City Pinkalicious cookie, and we're going to give that a whirl. And then we got a few tiny things to haul, but check the next video out for this because I don't want to make this too long. So let's get started. Let me say before we get started, I'm not a channel that sugarcoats things. I'm not a person that sugarcoats things. Yes, guys, these 3 nails are still holding strong. I know it looks scraggly as can be, so Lord forgive me. I know that looks terrible. But I'm not a person that sugarcoats things in any kind of, on the internet, in real life. I never have. I've always been blunt. That's just me. And I am a firm believer that I can't sugarcoat things. So if you're one of those people that takes things lightly, maybe I'm not the channel for you to watch this video. So you might want to check somebody else out. But we're going to be real about this. We are going to tread a little lighter than usual because I do have feelings and I am still human. But we are going to get to it. So on that note, let's do it. Go on, Shug. Sugar Bear is my pit bull bully dog if you hear something in the background. Okay, guys, so we're going to get to it. Go on, Shug. Sorry about my squeaky chair. I know this thing sounds old, but it's new. Go on, Shuggy. Go get Simon. Okay, guys, so Foodie Beauty put out a video. Comments are turned off. Wow, they wasn't a little bit ago. Okay, well, comments are now turned off. Dislike to like ratio. Still turned off. So this video has 26,000 and some change. Her channel is constantly growing. That blows my mind. I mean, it's just a rigmarole. And those of you guys that watch this with me and in the community, I'm just lost. But that's a whole nother video we'll get to. So let's get to this.
I look like shit right now. I'm gonna try and talk and not cry. Or maybe I'm just gonna cry. I'm just tired of being silent about it because I think it's a big reason why I'm so messed up.
She almost like tired of being silent. It's like this almost has happened a while ago or earlier.
And I feel like I should tell you guys because you're my audience and I share my life with you. And I have something to tell you guys. I guess talk about what's going on. And
sorry guys, I'm trying to catch that for you.
I've kind of just been like bottling it in and like brushing it off like it's okay. So Baby and I decided to break up. I guess it's like out of necessity because it's just the way. I don't want to talk badly about him. I don't really want to go into too much detail to respect his privacy. But I think a lot of you could see our dynamic and it's changed a lot over the years. We've been together for like 8 years and the first, I'd say, 5 years were amazing. You know, I never thought that I've ever been so in love with anybody. And, you know, when you're first in love, that feeling Are you coming to cheer up mommy? But it just, I guess, like, same thing with Pete. Well, not the same thing with what happened with Pete's, but after about 7 years, you know, get that 7-year itch, I guess. I don't know. I still love BB. I know he still has love for me, or at least cares about me, but I don't think that we're in love with each other anymore.
Now, we're going to pause right there. You have to fight for what you love. As we can tell, Chantel has been on a downward spiral, my friends. And I'm sorry, this sweater is fuzzy. Chantel has been on a downward spiral ever since the last year and a half that I've gotten hip and watched her. She is just on a downward spiral. She's getting worse. You have to fight for yourself, and you have to fight for what you love. And she made a joke. I'm going to talk about it real quick, and then we'll get back to it. She made a joke the other night talking about, oh, people say why I didn't unpack my kitchen, why I haven't been working on my house. I wanted to watch Love Island, or excuse me, whatever the show was, don't quote me. But when somebody's working their tail off, day and night, you know, her job as a YouTuber is an at-home job or an out-and-about job that she can do activities and get paid for. This man has to put on his uniform, clock in at a certain time, clock off at a certain time. That gets old after a while. So when you're coming in the house buying stuff and you're not helping somebody with the bills, this weight has been on this person for so long that he's probably like, man, here she comes with something new, but yet the electric's due, the utilities are due, rent's due. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean here, guys, but that's the facts. Like, somebody can only take so much, you know, and I get, you know, I think Chantel is also addicted to social media. I think, you know, she is definitely addicted to her junk food eating lifestyle. Is she a food addict? I don't know. I mean, we really don't know because she won't stick to the doctor's plan. She won't do intensive therapy. I really think this girl should turn herself into an inpatient program, and now is the time. There is no better time than now. I mean, I'm being honest here. That's just, I mean, now is the time. I mean, it's just the time. You're almost at rock bottom here. You know, you've said in the past, you've showed and let people grope and grab your body parts for food. I mean, you've put yourself in dangerous situations. You are hitting rock bottom, my friend. You have put yourself in dangerous situations. Now, we fought this before about her, you know, saying it's like a heroin addict or drug addict or alcohol. But in that aspect, it is dangerous because she has put herself letting people do things to her for their own pleasure for food. Now, if that's not rock bottom, I don't know what is. So, I really think that, you know, life's not easy. And you got to fight for what you love. And I think that she's just grown so just stuck in her routine of doing this every day. Eating, going to get the food, having it delivered, watching Netflix, watching these medical documentaries that she's just kind of left a relationship in the past and he's over it. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. When you see him in the videos and you see his eyes, he ain't there. He ain't there, and he ain't been there in any of the videos I've seen. So let's get back to it. There's a couple other things in this that is another can of worms, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Not right now, BB Tunes. And I think that we're just not compatible.
I think they could be if she would work on
I
herself.
think that I'm really messed up. And
You can't love, nobody can love you until you love yourself.
And I can tell that he's not happy. And because of that, I just want to let him go, be happy. He's still young enough, while he's, you know, he's like my age.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch this glare over here. And sorry if I'm shaky, I've had some coffee, so I'm like...
Sorry, I'm ugly crying. I haven't cried about it yet. He can be happy with, to have a family. Something that I'm just not meant to have.
That's the pity part. Like, you got to woman up and...
I want to share something else with you that I know I'll get a lot of hate for.
Okay. This part was kind of interesting because Chantel has went on and on about not being able to have kids. I think there's some things that you need to leave off the internet, and as you can tell with Amber Lynn, it always comes back to bite you, and it always comes back to catch up with you. I think this is a can of worms that maybe should have left unopened, and she should have just left this, because I really think that we're going to get to it, but I think she owes her viewers an apology because she catches herself up here, and we're going to get to it.
I feel like it's karma because I had an abortion.
She said she couldn't have kids.
When I was with Pete, I was on the pill. And for whatever reason, it just didn't work, I guess. I don't know. But I ended up pregnant. And back then, I was so scared. I did not think I could be a mom. And he agreed. He didn't think he could be a dad. And I didn't know what to do. And it was early enough that I thought, okay, you have to make a decision. So I made that decision, and it haunts me to this day. I feel like, it's like karma. My life just really sucks right now. I think
We're not going to go into that too much, but I think she should have left that out. I think you went on and on and on saying that you couldn't have kids and made people feel sorry for you. And we're just going to leave that alone. But I think that she should apologize to, I think that was wrong. to go in, to, I think I just would have left that out. I think that, you've made people feel bad that you couldn't have kids, but now you're saying you could have kids, and, it's some things just aren't meant to be on the internet, and I think that that should have totally been left out this video.
When I think of why I'm so sad, it's because I feel like my health, I feel like I did this. Like I ruined it. You know?
What's everyone been telling her? Even her viewers, like, if you noticed the other day, Pete said something that I caught real quick. Pete said she's been like this since 2002, since I've met her. You gotta be sick and tired. We've said this saying before that my mom and my family used to tell me. You have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired at some point. Nobody is gonna fight for you but you. And if that's one thing that anyone takes from this video, you have to fight for yourself and love yourself before you can love anybody else. And it's sad because she's just going to keep repeating the same routine and the same thing. And if you listen to what's coming up, I did take a sneak peek at this to see if I was going to even touch on it. But let's get back to it. And I just spit on myself. But we're going to see some more, how do I put this? We're going to see some more how we're just going to keep doing the same thing, I guess. I wanted to come up with something better, but my mind is like, so let's do it.
He doesn't understand depression or eating disorder.
And not a lot of people do.
And,
you gotta deal with your addiction first.
We're just not compatible. Like, he's not a big communicator, very emotional, or,
a lot of men aren't. Some are, some are.
Reassurance and attention, and
you gotta love yourself first.
It can't be fixed. It can't. I know it can't. I know it's a dead relationship. It's been for a little while. But sometimes it's easier to stay together. Like, this is our home, even though there's roaches. So
that right there, we've heard about the pizza boxes in the closet. You have to woman up. I'm not trying to be mean, but Chantel, you're 30-something years old. You're not a baby anymore. You're not a teenager. Unfortunately, man, woman, whatever kind of relationship you're in, nobody wants to come home to that. You have to pick up stuff, or that's what happens, unfortunately. And especially sometimes in an apartment building. I've been through this. We'll tell a story time if you guys want to hear it. I've been through this, had to break camp because it was the whole damn building. But dragging that PlayStation or Xbox and TV to the hotel and not getting rid of that furniture, not to be mean, some of that stuff's got to be thrown away. And then we're going to hear down the video where she says she's going to leave him this stuff. That stuff needs to go. Don't nobody want that stuff. That stuff needs thrown away. Like, this is all stuff, like, she takes time researching the wrong things. Don't research your next fad diet. Research how you combat these critters out. That's something to research. You know, when you're sick and tired, I don't care what it is, you got to get down to the bottom of whatever problem you got going on at that time and say, okay, you know, do I need to threaten my apartment complex if it's not me? But putting pizza boxes in the closet, that's not helping. Nobody wants to come home to that after a long day from work. I mean, it's just facts, you guys. It's facts, my friends, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. I mean, I do have a heart and I am a sincere person, but sometimes if, 2002, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired, dude. Like, something's got to give here or you're going to give. That's why I changed my life around, because there was a couple days where I'm like, something's got to give here or it ain't going to be good. And I know a lot of you are probably like, man, she drinks coffee constantly. Yeah, coffee's not great for me, but you got to find something to, like, keep you trucking. You got to find, if you got other bad habits, I'll work on dumping the coffee down the road, but find a new hobby. Coffee's not a healthy habit. Don't get me wrong here. And, I know a couple of you, yes, Starbucks does that up, and I have been making coffee at home, but you gotta find something, Yeah, I buy a lot of stuff like this, but you know what? That keeps me entertained. I don't buy this stuff for YouTube. I've been buying this stuff from the get-go, even before I started these videos. I've always liked trinkets and dumb stuff. This is me. Like, none of this is a show, y'all. This is what I do. This is stuff I buy. This is me. Like, this is stuff I buy regardless of YouTube. I don't buy this stuff to show y'all and try to floss, and never think that I'm doing that, because that's not what I'm trying to do. If I find a sale or see something cool, or, I've showed a couple different my birthday freebie. I love free stuff. I love nice stuff. But I guess what I'm getting to here, before we bring it in and get off track here, is you got to find other stuff to rein that time in and flick on the radio, man. There's a lot of times, a lot of my friends that I used to kick it with live in different states. A lot of my friends still party, so I had to cut that side loose. But a lot of my good friends live out of state. I click the radio on and I'm cleaning away. Running the sweeper, playing, talking to my dogs. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. But you got to find something to take that time away, because when you ditch a habit, you got nothing left to do but think about that, and you got that time on your hands. So let's rein it back in here, and my bad.
It's like stagnant, and something has to
Sugar bear.
happen.
Quit.
And I don't,
Sugar.
I'm just scared.
Sugar bear.
I'm scared.
Sorry, guys. Sugar bear. Sorry, she's got her
Because I
toy.
don't know what I'm gonna
Getting-
do with my life.
I love you too, son. I love you too, buddy.
I have so much I have to do. I just feel so overwhelmed.
Sorry, guys. They're snarling and got these toys and sound like pigs.
I feel alone.
Go, guys.
Even though people offer me
Almost
help,
done.
I don't feel connected to them. I feel like I just want to go live with my aunt in Jamaica for like.
I feel like I want to go live. Hold on. Go, guys. I'm almost done, little buddies. I feel like I want to go live with. Hold on. Go, guys. Go get Simon shook. I feel like I want to go live with my aunt in Jamaica. You're running away from your problems once again. The next relationship that you hone into, you're still at ground zero here. You're still got the food addiction. You still got these issues with yourself. You can't run away forever. I'm sorry, you guys, but it's just like, you can't run from your problems. You just can't. It took me a lot of time to figure that out, but I got real sick and tired of being sick and tired. And like, I'm like, how many times can you do the same thing to keep getting the same reaction?
A while. But I have my cats. I can't leave my cats. I could never leave my cats.
Why would that even be a thought in your mind?
So, when our lease is up, I think that's October.
October?
We go our separate ways.
Not to be mean, but dude, October is still a ways away. Like, not like what? Okay, we still got a ways away. Like, that's still, we got a whole spring and summer ahead. I don't think that's gonna be healthy, not to be mean. I can't imagine being around, excuse me, somebody I love and still looking at them every day for a couple more seasons. Like, I think like when some like it's time to break camp. If you guys are done seriously, I think it's just gonna turn into hatred, and it's just gonna be if one person wants to cuddle and one don't, and then one decide that's just it's too much. It's not healthy, and it's not. Say she wants some attention or vice versa, and the other person, what is that going to cause her to binge? Like, not to be mean, you're setting yourself up for a whole.
I'm just gonna give him everything we have here.
There's nothing. Get rid of the stuff, not to be mean.
I don't really want to live alone. I might move back in with Pete as roommates. We were roommates before. We work well together. He could do videos with me. He's very supportive.
We're going to touch on this here in a second.
But I don't want you guys to think that it's going to be a couple thing, because we're not in love either anymore. I don't have any romantic attraction to Pete's. And it's nothing against him personally. It's just the way it is. But as much as I would like to do that, I sort of feel like that's going backwards too. But we're so compatible as people. We're very the same in a lot of ways, and he loves cats. I mean, I knew BB wasn't my soulmate, whatever. I always have to tell him, like, come look how cute the cats are being right now, and he just goes, he just grunts.
He's a man. He's
appreciating.
I think this is very no. Don't move in with Pete's. I think that is another can of worms that doesn't. So now, if you know that you don't have sexual feelings for Pete's and you don't want to be with Pete's, you're holding Pete's back from a happy future. It's almost like this over again. You were with Pete's before BB, then you got with BB, now you're taking Pete's back just because Pete's is a comfort zone, which I get that. Nobody wants to be alone. But what if the white Pete's is living with you and the woman of his dreams comes along? I mean, it's just not healthy. You got to live to stand on your own 2 feet before anybody. You can be there for anybody. I mean, that's just real talk. I'm sorry, but I think I think staying with Pete's is a bad idea. No. You and Pete's can still hang out, be buddies, but I think living together we all know that Pete's the obligatory butt shots. Pete's loves her. Pete's digs her. You can see it in his eyes. I think it's sending a false signal. I think that Pete's would get attached to her living together. You never know, those lonely nights. I think it's a bad idea. Straight up.
Cute cat, that you're not my soulmate. I don't know if he wants me talking about this, but my channel. It's my life. So anyway, there's no animosity. I don't know if he has any resentment towards me. He might.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to catch this daggone glare.
And it reminds me of my grandmother because she feels like she ruined her marriage with my grandfather because not far from my age, she became very depressed and just stayed in bed all day.
Dude, I've been through this, seriously. I had agoraphobia, and I told you, hopefully my friend will come down this summer. She had a thing with her eye that was like once in a million that they documented her surgery, done it for free. Anyways, long story. Then she had some women issues. So she's going through a lot of health stuff right now, but hopefully you can meet this chick in the spring or summer or even coming up soon. But I stayed in the house forever. I wouldn't even go to the grocery store, and maybe she'll tell the story, and I don't see why she won't, because it's my story, and I'm to the point now I'm cool to tell it without getting anxiety, but I had agoraphobia so bad, she would go get my groceries for me. That's how I started becoming a drug addict, because I would go get high to be able to function and do what I needed to do without feeling like my heart was going to pop out of my chest or that I just wanted to run and die and hide. Seriously. So I've been through this, for real. Like, this is why I go hard on her and Amber and Jen, because, dude, I really have been through this. 100. And I still fight through this. You cannot, if you crawl in bed and just call it a wrap, it's a wrap. I lost like a year of my life and just watched it blow me by. And unfortunately, I lost out on a lot. And we'll get to that later, but it ain't about me, but we'll get to that. And I'm going to talk about that in the long run. But I'm talking like a lot. Let's just say that, and then we'll get in. I don't want to give any hints away, but we're going to do some things, and I'm going to get into my past a little bit. And how I got to where I was, to where I am, to where I've been, and so on. But just to crawl up in a ball and call it a wrap, that's throwing the towel in, and that's not going to make it any better, buddy. It really doesn't. It only makes it worse, to be honest with you.
My grandfather didn't understand that.
And I'm not, some people don't get depression, but you got to, and I do, let me stop here. Mental health has came a long way. My grandma doesn't understand why I go to the doctor still to this day. She's like, why do you know, the older generation doesn't get it. It wasn't dealt with back then. It wasn't a thing. It was something that was swept under the table, swept under the rug, and you didn't talk about it. So let me make that clear. My heart is sincere for her grandmother, and I'm not, there's no, that's not what we're doing. We're talking about Chantel. So let me make that clear here, that I'm not coming for Granny. You know, my grandma doesn't even understand my journey, and we were even talking about it today. So, you know, let me get that clear right quick. Chantel could fight this if she would stand up and really do it, but
Get in another relationship ever again. I said that after
don't get into another relationship right now. Don't. Work on you. You have to work on you, and I just said this. You got to love yourself before anybody else can. Getting, into a new relationship right now, bad idea. No go. No go. You got a lot to work on. And not to be mean, when you're with somebody the way I am, it's ride or die. Their problems are mine, vice versa. So that's a lot to throw onto somebody new that isn't familiar with her. So that's just no. Work on you.
like right away.
Oops, sorry,
I can't
guys.
go through this again. I can't. It's so heartbreaking.
Work on you, Chantel.
I hope he finds happiness without me. Like, I hope he finds somebody who makes him happy and can have a family. That's all I want for him. I don't hate him for that. I can't hate him for that. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's something that's just really, really fucking me up. Like, I'm sorry there, but so I just wanted to share that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I guess it's just gonna be the same living together as it's always been. I don't know if it's gonna be weird.
It's definitely going to be weird.
Or anything like that. Got a lot of figuring stuff out to do, you know? Anyway. Thanks for listening to me cry.
That's it, guys. What do you think? Let me know. I am just like, shoo. I mean, it was coming, not to be mean. And I don't want to say that, but there's so much going on right now that, sorry, I'm like, I really don't want to show a cookie, but let's do this. I'm starving. This is the Prairie City Soft Frosted Cookie Pinkalicious. But let's talk about, I mean, what do you guys think? I think that, this thing is pretty, I will say that. It's like aesthetically pleasing. But anyways, I think Chantel really needs to work on herself. And I think if she don't, I've said this before, she's just going to be stuck in a rut. And Pete's called it the other day. Like, when he said that, I was like, whoa. Which, I mean, I had, not to be mean, I had already figured that, not to be, I mean, just by the cycles and just by the way, but when Pete said that, I was like, ding, 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 like, you'd think for her that it would click. Like, that's what's scary, that it doesn't. Okay, this is soft. I'm starving, you guys. I've been with Granny and running around the grocery store and stores. I am hungry as a hostage. That's good. I hate when the icing gets hard. Icing's good and soft. I don't know. I've never seen this. I don't know if it's a Valentine's Day thing or just a thing, period. It's good. 2 servings per container, half a cookie. Yeah, this is good. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We got a lot of, I think she's got a lot of soul searching to do. And a lot of what does she want her life to become? And if she's happy with just this, then she's, unfortunately, it's just gonna be the mukbangs, and that's that. And I mean, not a life I want to live. Okay. Good old Target. This is nothing exciting. I just want to show you. These are regularly $8, and they are a new day. Regularly $8, and right now they are I mean, I just wanted to tell you because it's saves you freaking a couple bucks. But they're $7 each. So I got a gray one and a green one, a blue one, and like a purplish pink one. I just wear them underneath my sweaters. I've always worn these. My family thinks I'm crazy, but if I get hot, like I got one under now. So if I get hot, just take off my sweaters. I've always worn these as undershirts. They're hard as hell to find in the wintertime. So again, these are from Target. And like I said, if you buy two, it takes off $2. It takes off $2 basically if you buy two. Good old TJ Maxx. And get ready, you guys. We got a couple things that I've been holding back on. We got some Bath & Body. Some more TJ Maxx. So I got this pen here. And it was $2. I was like, hey. I really didn't need another pen, but I don't know if you can see. It's like a glitter black glitter pen. See it? It's got, but you guys will see it. You guys will see it. You know, I'm all about my pens, but we'll get it out. I don't want to make this, but it's just a glitter pen. I'm like $2, hey. I got this to go under my Jeffree Star shirt I got the other day. It's like a gray tie-dye, just a Barbie shirt. It was $9.99. And it's just really soft and just something to romp around in. And so I'm going to got that because it's got the Jeffree Star, has the pink in. The black and pink hoodie I showed the other day, the Valentine's Day one. Call me guilty. You know my damn obsession for dish towels. Look at that, though. Don't that look like Simon? These are the Nicole Miller and set of two, and they were $6.99. And they just got a heart one. And then they have, this one is really why I bought it. The heart one's cute, but I got tons, but this is really why I got it. And it's got little beads here on the, or little ballies on the bottom, but man, that reminds me of Simon when he was a puppy. And you know it doesn't stop there with the good old dish towels. I got this one. Before I seen this, I went to Kroger, had to get a couple things from the grocery store. Check these out. These are Eco Filter K-Cups, and I bought some different coffee for us to try. And they're biodegradable. They were regularly $6.99, and they were $4.99. But they're biodegradable, recyclable, God, I can't even talk, for my coffee and tea and stuff. Got some suntan lotion. I love to be outside. This was regularly $9.69. It was $4.89. So I'll save that for the summer. Good and full. It's got a nice sprayer. So I was like, no way do I want to pay $9.69. It's a clear spray. It's Hawaiian Tropic. So I find stuff like this throughout the year. I try to save because I'm like, that saves me $4 something, $5, you might as well say. And then I seen these good old boys here. These are the Narwhal kitchen towels. I was like, Jesus. Will you be mine? And it's got a little narwhal. I'm all about stars. And it's a set of two also. So, stay tuned next. We're going to bust open this box. Sorry I didn't want to put this video on a note. And I want to give this a whole video because I am so excited. And just this kind of wasn't really the theme for the box. And, you know, this was kind of more of a lighter tone. You know what I mean? So, alright guys, well thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe bell if you haven't. Hit the like, hit the dislike. Let me know what you guys think, man. This is a tough one. I really wish she would take this advice and run with it, but she probably won't. She doesn't take her followers' advice, let alone that someone she considers in the hater community. So, have a great night. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching, and come check out this box with me. I am excited. See you later, and Kai out.